video is to help prepare you for Song of the Wind in Book 1. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a down bow on the E string, and then we're going to continue drawing the circle. We're going to draw down, and then we're going to scoop out from our body, up, around, and we'll land again on the E string without any sound. So I'm going to pull an E. I'm going to lift and draw below myself, coming around and land without any sound. That's called a bow circle or a retake. So we're going to have to do it slowly and fast. So you're going to practice doing the slow one. Pull, lift, draw, and come back. Now, parents are going to be aware that some children will pull behind themselves, so it'll look like this. What I would like you to practice, and you can keep your hand behind their elbow, is to stay in front of, this is called the C joint, to stay in front of this bout. This is called the bout, I should C bout. And we want to make that circle draw in front of that bout. So you might have to help them to stay and not use their shoulder to go back. So it's really about dropping the shoulder, opening the forearm, and coming back. So that's what you want to work on with the slow one and the fast one. So we don't want to see any winging. I call wings. We don't want any winging. We want to make it a smooth drop, a circle down in front of themselves, coming back, always being in visual, and landing. The quick one is a smaller circle. So we'll do a short E, and then we'll come back. Again, short E, and circle back. It's important to circle and lift because we have control of the tip as well, and we always need to be able to bounce to come off the string with the bow. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see the tip. So when they're doing their circle, I'll come down. No, I won't. Okay. All right, that's good enough. So here's the circle, and you can see the tip motion. So I'm going to come down. I keep the tip up in the air, and I circle back. So I go down, circle down below, come around, and land without a bounce. So it's going to take a lot of round pinky, a lot of thumb bumps being stuck out, and a soft hand. So we want to make sure that they're holding a glass of water or holding a chick, a little baby chick, when they're holding their bow. If we can keep those fingers in their joints supple, then we have an easier time controlling the stick, and our sound is better. So always double check, take the bow away, have them shake it out, bring back the cup of water, put it back together, and make sure that's soft. You can probably take that bow away if that's soft. If it's gripping, then you won't be able to pull it out. And then you'll do it again. So, things to remember: in front, not behind. To land without a bounce, so that bent, our suspension system is in the bow hold and in the thumb bumps. So we need those nice and secure, but not squeezing. And then we're going to go down, scoop under, lift up, and land. And the tip stays pointing in so we don't want any dropping or flying this way. It's just going to follow that. It's going to draw a circle right above the bow. In the left hand, Song of the Wind, the first finger on E string, F sharp, is your anchor. So they're going to anchor their finger down, it stays, and you're going to practice using the ring finger. This might be tricky for some children, but they're going to get the ring finger to hop from A string up in the air to E string and back. without squeezing. So the tighter they are, or the more they have a pancake hand, it's going to be harder for them to move it. They might smoosh it, like mash it down. So you want to check that thumb, make sure it's light. And you're going to, again, plant that first finger down nice and light, but on that E string. And just practice hopping from the A string to the E string, from the A string to the E string, back and forth. And we want to hit the same points on that tape if you have a tape, but we want tip action. So we always want the square of the finger. That gives us, again, our suspension system, and also allows us later on to vibrate or make the sound even more lush. Okay, so at this point we're on the tips of our fingers and we're hopping. When you add the bow, they have to be able to do that the hopping very easily. Then you can do it with stops in the bow. So you would play the first finger on E. You would place the ring finger on the A string, rock the bow, push up, hop the finger to the E string, then rock the bow, lift that finger, play F sharp, and then at the end we lift the F sharp to play E. I'll do it this direction. So first finger is anchored. I place the ring finger on the A string and rock. I hop that ring finger to the E string and rock. I lift that finger, and then I lift the F sharp so I can play open E. The next section is a pattern that we have to help the children with, a note pattern. We are in 2/4 time, which means that there are 2 big beats that we feel, and all these notes are faster rhythm. They're an 8th note. So we have to make sure that we have enough notes for 2 beats, and then we switch the pattern to a new one. So the first part of the pattern starts on E. You have 1 E, that's beat 1, and then for the rest of that measure, we're going to put 3 fingers down on A and play the rest of it with that, with the bow. So E is down, you place your 3 fingers on A, and then rock, and then you play the rest. So here it is again, E, place. That's one pattern. The next pattern starts with those 3 fingers, so you don't want them to lift anything yet. And then I'll show you another way. And then we're going to lift that finger after we play it once and play the second finger, which is C sharp. I'll play that again. Listen to that pattern. It's bum, 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 bum. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing. We don't lift the C sharp off. We play that again. And then we lift to B, first finger. So it's C sharp, or 2, and that's the pattern. So it's 3 times we do the same pattern with different notes. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. I'll be on E string, and then I'm going to go to 3 fingers on A. That's the first pattern. We keep the 3 fingers, and that's the second pattern. And the next one, we keep 2 fingers down, and then we're done with that pattern. So now we're going to put them together slowly, and then I will do it with a stop. Wait, go. Wait, go. Okay, and as they get more familiar and feel it, they will be able to play it this way. And the last part is our comes from Lightly Row, where we play open, then C sharp is second finger, and E. So that arpeggio, that's what's called an arpeggio or a triad. We broke up the chord by playing playing individual notes. Middle finger and rock. All right. So then we will put it with the pattern. And here's the third line of Song of the Wind. Okay, that's the third line. How is it different from the last line? The last line only ends on A. There's no arpeggio or triad. So it will sound like this. This is the final line of the Song of the Wind. And then we circle and repeat the entire song. So I'll play the song slowly, and you can, if they can play along with it eventually, that would be great. So here's the song. It's very sticky bows. We have staccato bows, so stopping bows. And I will play it with the circles and everything. Starting on A.